Hey, what's going on, guys? Back again with another one talking about health, wealth, success, happiness, all that good stuff. In today's video, I wanted to talk about the fourth turning. Now, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with this concept, but it talks about how every 80 years, society resets, and it goes in quarters, right? 20 years, 20 years, 20 years, 20 years. And right now, we are in the fourth turning of our 80 years. The last one was after World War II, the world reset. The one before that was the Civil War in America. Then everything got reset again. And we're going through this reset once again. And it started around 2008. That's when we entered the fourth turning. Now, it doesn't happen exactly every 20 years, so it's just going to be somewhere in there. And people have done the calculations, and they're saying that, our fourth turning is going to be over between 2028 to 2032, and then that's when the entire system that we've been living in will be reset once again, and will go forward again. And you can see this throughout society, right? When it comes to entertainment, movies, music, sports. If you look back, movies pretty much peaked from like 88 to 2008. All the best sports peaked from that time as well. Look at music, same thing. You can look at sports for an example. They asked Anthony Edwards if he wanted to be the face of the NBA. He said, "No, thank you. I'm good. I just want to get my check and play basketball." Can you imagine Michael Jordan saying that? Can you imagine, any of these guys, Allen Iverson, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant saying, "No, I'm good. I don't want to be the face of the league." Like, these guys bled for their passions, right? The same thing with movies. Movies suck today. There's no passion in the movies. They just throw them out there. And the same thing with content as well. It's all because we're in this fourth turning. So as a collective conscious of all humans, it has been lowered. Nobody wants to do anything anymore. Nobody wants to put passion into anything anymore. I remember when I started out this YouTube channel, of course, I checked out a few videos, how to gain followers really quickly. And I remember this one guy, he posted, he talked about, he had a few 100,000 subscribers, and he was like, this is what you do. He was like, you'll go to Google and you'll type in top 10 trending things, and then you'll just do a reaction video to one of them, and that'll blow you up and it'll make you go viral. And I'm just all like, that is such yucky content. That is such surface level BS. It's just garbage. Or, you'll have YouTubers and other content creators that will do content on other YouTubers doing content reaction videos to other situations. So they'll be like, "Oh, did you hear what this YouTuber said about this thing that's going on in society?" It's just like, really? You're a reaction channel to a reaction channel? It's like, this is where we are as a collective in the fourth turning. And it kind of sucks, right? For Gen Z and Gen Alpha, those groups are going to have to be the rebuilders. You're not going to just be able to live in peak society. You're going to have to restart, just like they did after World War II. They didn't get to enjoy, the stock market boom of the 1920s and all that. They had to restart and rebuild and start from scratch. And Gen Z and Gen Alpha are going to have to start from scratch in the 2030s moving forward. You can't just sit at the house and do nothing. You're going to have to build. It just is what it is. Some things that you can do to get through the fourth turning, because I never just want to be like, "Oh, everything sucks and it's all going to just reset again, so we should just do nothing," which is what a lot of people will talk about today. It's do things that are meaningful to you. Bring back passion, bring back creativity, doing things for the love of it, not just for views and for clicks and just very surface level stuff, right? Get back out into nature, get around people and have meaningful relationships. Don't just sit in the house and do nothing and just think everything sucks or it's dumb or, we need to get back to meaningful stuff, meaningful content, meaningful relationships, loving what we do, doing it for the love of the game, not just to try to get some money out of it. That is how we get through the fourth turning as a collective. And the more you do this, the more other people will see you doing this as well. Being real, being authentic with whatever you're doing. People will see you being authentic. People will see you being real. People will see the passion, even if it doesn't get viewed that much, even if it doesn't bring in a lot of money. And collectively, humans will start to be like, you know what? Let me do that too. Let me bring passion back. Let me do things just because I love doing the things. That is how you get through the fourth turning. Never give up hope, man. Never just be like, I'm just going to quit or give up if everything's just going to reset and there's no point to try or there's no point to do anything. It's like, no, man, we need to just get back to humans, being in our passions, creating meaningful relationships, getting around people. Don't just sit in your house, go to work, and then go home and lock your door and just watch TV and just say, bah humbug, I'm not going to do anything. Get back outside, get in nature, be around people, create memories, put down the phone, get rid of the distractions. That's how you get through this reset. Yeah, man. I'm just thinking about that because just everything today is just slop, AI slop. That's another thing too. When I started this YouTube channel, again, going back to how to grow your channel, a lot of people are like, just do a faceless YouTube channel. Like, who wants to just do a faceless AI YouTube channel? That, again, it's just slop, right? Get back to being authentic. Put your face out there. Let the people see what you have to say, and let them decide, right? For better or for worse. Talk about stuff that is meaningful to you. Build a community of like-minded individuals. That's what it's all about. That's how you get through the fourth turning. And we're just gonna have to go through it, right? I'm a millennial. I'm in my late 30s. We just gotta build, man. We just gotta build and get through it. But yeah, it is crazy when you think about it, right? If you look back to all the sports from the 90s and the late 80s, crazy. I just watched that Michael Jackson movie, and just imagine being that during that time in the 80s when he was going crazy with the concerts. So much passion in the music, so much passion in sports. Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, Mike Tyson, just crazy, right? We peaked. I'm a huge anime nerd. There's nothing better than 90s anime. Nothing better. Cowboy Bebop, Outlaw Star, Akira came out in 88. One of the greatest anime films of all time, 1988. We peaked. But again, you don't just have to wallow in the suckiness of, today's times. We're going to have to work. We're going to have to build, being authentic, getting back to what we love to do, what we love to talk about, writing, reading, arts, crafts, doing things that we're passionate about, whether they get noticed or not. That's what it's all about. Building, doing things that you love, being around people that you love, meaningful relationships. That's what it's about. That's how we get through this. And again, once one person starts doing it, another person will start doing it, and it'll spread and spread and spread. And that's how we get through this. Yep, that's how we do it. It is crazy when you look back to those times, like being nostalgic, like those were the greatest times. And we did peak. We peaked, I would say, early 2000s with everything, music, sports, it all. Like that fourth turning thing, it's real, man. It is real. But it's almost over. We got about 4 years left, I guess, 6 years left from 2028 to 2032. We got about 2 to 6 years left, and then it'll be over, and we'll be out of this. But, a lot of people, we're just going to have to start building again. And I feel like that's good too, right? Going back into that building phase, doing things that we're passionate about, building again, music, being authentic in everything that we're trying to produce and bring to humanity and other humans. And that is where we will start to heal as a collective, as humans. And just quitting the slop of today. The movies, slop. Music, slop. Art, slop. Everything is slop. Content creation. People just doing reaction videos to reaction videos, slop. AI videos, slop. Yeah, man. The fourth turning. All right, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave that one there. Hopefully you guys took some information from this. Hopefully it helped you guys out. Yeah, don't give up, man. Just dive into your passions, create meaningful works of art, be around people, get out in nature, put down your phone, man. Get rid of those distractions. All it does is just drain you energetically, and get back to doing things that you love, and it'll spread to other humans. Yeah. All right, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to go ahead and leave that one there. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.